Thank
Screen.
you,
So
Ricky.
I'm going to share screen with computer sound. Does everybody, whoops, how do I do that? Okay, there. Can everybody see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you can hear me. So I've already did a search for EarthKAM, and this is what the home page looks like, and you can sign up for a mission that's going to be starting October 21st to the 24th. There are 4 days that you have to do this. And then you can sign up also after this mission for the November mission. And it's where EarthKAM is a camera that is designated for middle school students to take pictures from the International Space Station. And what I'll do is go on to our account that we have at Waterville and show you some of the collection that we already have. It's a great resource. I'm going to go to School Gallery. What you end up doing, this is what, when you start asking for pictures, you will be given a code word or a series of code words for each image that you can request. And then you follow, there's a map and you follow the orbits that the International Space Station is going on for the next 4 days during that time in October. And you have to make sure that you make your request, and they'll give you the data and help you do it. So this is going to be, I can't show you here. It could be. I'm going to show you what I have and then go to the help where you can get the guide that will help you through it. But once you do it a couple times, it's easy for students to do it and they get very excited. So we've been on about 5 or 6 missions already, and there's a grid map of all of our, and I put all for here. So I want to do a map, and it'll load up, and each icon will show you how many pictures we have. Whoops. So that's how many pictures we've taken of Earth in the 4 missions. Some of them are cloudy, some of them are, whoops, and I'm going to go zoom in and go here. For instance, let's take this picture. So then you can click on the image. And it gives you the data. And this is the kind of data that you will be given. It shows this is a past mission, so that's how many took that image. I don't know what this is. I'll get this out of here, but for that. And then you have your orbit. You have to plug in the orbit, which you're given when you designate a certain place that you want to take the image when you follow it. And then you're given and you put in the latitude and longitude. And then if you make a mistake in your data input, then they'll let you know very nicely to resubmit it. There's another neat, I don't know how to get the advertisement out of here. If you have, I'm going to try this on this image right here. If you have Google Earth, you can type, and it will take the image right to the place where you have taken that image. Open. I want the computer to immediately speed up. And then you can zoom in, and you could also, and it shows you where you took the image. It's not moving like I want it to. Whoops. There we go. Okay. And also, it's interesting when I was playing around with it, with the image that I had, and I went back and forth, I would copy the image for kids. And I was thinking that the orientation, and I'm going to move this right here, for these images is that north is not always up. So the image taken, you could zero in on it and then move north so that you can line your image up with what's on the map. Just kind of cool. I was playing with it. It would take too long right now to work with that, but the image that I took. But anyway, it gives you a pretty good idea of a different perspective of Earth. And then you could certainly do a geology unit or a comparative planetology, like with Mars and Earth, to see what landforms are the same or whatever. I'm going to go back to, I want to get out of this and show you the help guide, resources, help. So there's the guide, the user guide that you can download, and the target sheet, so the kids have a data sheet. And if you have any questions, I also downloaded two files of for you on the Wigio. So if you have any questions, this is something that I think is a great resource, and there's a lot of potential here. I do have a small video. Anybody have any questions? Here we go. Small, short video, and I'll show about 10 seconds of it. Oh, no, no, not that. This shows the kids working on it. I don't want that one. I want something else. EarthKAM. I can't find it. Here we go.
And Sally, these are images your students have found and taken?
Huh?
So are those all videos from your class? Or I mean, are those all images from your class?
Okay, those are a compilation of images that my class took. And the other thing that I mentioned is beyond, there's such an incredible potential, like the one picture that has the sun showing the shadows of the clouds, and you could do sun angles. There's certainly a lot of art pieces that you could do with this. From a different perspective, if you were on that same area on land, well, how would that look? You're looking down, so how would it look if you were there or at a different angle? I plan on using this in geology for comparing landforms from and comparing Mars because of the MAVEN mission and geology. And I'm going to use a messenger unit that is online, and I could give that a link to you again. It's called Mission Design, and they have a great one for satellites and doing comparative planetology from a geology point of view.
It would be great if you could share that link on the Wigio site, Sally. That way
I will. I will. And it's online on the Messenger website too. So, but there's so much potential with EarthKAM. Plus, it's real. It's not like, you know, you've got 4 days. It's no homework later on. You've got to follow those 4 days and have the kids plug in. It's a little work for them once they get going with it. And then the anticipation, let's say you give them 20 code words for 20 images, Then the anticipation within about a week to 2 weeks of getting their results. Then you can have them analyze the results, what they're seeing, what natural features they're seeing, what man-made features they're seeing. Also, I had some students put the nadir coordinate, which is the center of the image, into Google Earth, and it didn't match. And especially on this last mission that we did in July, and I wrote them to EarthKAM. They're very helpful, and their whole website has a lot of resources. I said, what are we doing wrong? Because your nadir, what we put in for nadir on Google Earth doesn't match. In fact, it's off. Like if I took something in Mexico, it would be off in another state. And they wrote back, and let me read to you what they said. It wasn't my students making the mistake. To answer your questions, you and your students did nothing wrong. We here at the Sally Ride EarthKAM produce a 3D model of the Earth and the International Space Station. That model covers the whole of the week that we are taking photos, and we produce it the week prior to the mission. After we start taking photos, we do a process of comparing the actual nadir latitude and longitude against the expected latitude and longitude from our model. This process is called targeting, and we do it all week long. This allows us to keep the actual location pretty close to the model locations that are requested. However, this past mission, there was a serious issue with the network on board the space station. As a result, the pictures were not available for downloading until after a week later. This prevented us from running our target process. We literally could not see how far off our model was, and was further off than normal, and could not account for the mismatch while photos were taken earlier. So anyway, so it was just a nice thing to realize that things go wrong, and it's a process, and it's real science is what it is. They're involved in a mission.
It's great that they responded to you that way. Jennifer wanted to know about what the dates were again. Can you say that?
The dates are October 21st to the 24th. And so just plug in EarthKAM, and CAM is capitalized. Go to the home website and create an account for your school. My first time I did it, I just said, I don't have any students and I want to learn how to do it so I can teach students.
And then that's okay. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, Sally. Go ahead.
And then they'll let you know that you received it. And then they'll send you code words if you need more. And they're usually pretty helpful. There's a certificate that you can get for each mission so that the kids could get a certificate that they participated in this mission. So it's very exciting. And if you have any questions, just either email me through Wikio and I'll get back to you, because it's just a marvelous project that could help integrate a lot of stuff that I think we're doing.
And I saw earlier you posted a bunch of information on the Wikio already, right?
Right.
Okay, so you can definitely go there and check out more information. But the dates are October 21st through 24th. Well, thank you, Sally, so much for sharing that with us. That was really great, and I can see already how. And it is just for middle schoolers, or is it middle school and high school?
Middle school can stretch to. There's a little bit of middle school in all of us. I mean,
that's what Vic is saying. Vic is saying that his juniors are just going to have to be middle schoolers for that week.
And you could be like ninth grade. So
sure.
And so we have it's designated middle school, and it's just a really interesting process. So,
well, thank you so much, Sally. We so appreciate it.